It's good to be with you folks. I'm meteorologist Tom Convica, and we're taking a look outside with our Cenla broadcasting towers. It's on Texas Street looking toward the west. Beautiful day today. We saw a few clouds, 71 degrees. Some people think 72 is the perfect temperature, not too hot, not too cold. And I'd have some agreement with that. Dew point is low at 41, so that's good. We had a gusty wind today behind the front, and that brought in some dry air, so it will be cooler tonight, so plan on that. Gina, you're 72. Thanks again to Cenla Broadcasting, with our tower looking westbound and seeing the same old sun in the sky, and that is a beautiful sight, but it'll be going down shortly. Satellite and radar illustrating that we have a pattern where we really have no features here in central Louisiana. We saw the front come through during the night, and that front is now into the northern Gulf. We're starting to see a few high clouds gather out to the west ahead of the next weather system that will affect us in a few days. We see this energy kind of gathering for our friends out west. Now, looking at tonight's lows, we're getting back in here into what I call the hyperlocal realm. Tonight's lows average is 44. That's our climatology. It's established over the past 30 years, which I call that typical. Some people call it normal. Some people call it the average or something like that. Now, what I think is going to happen is we'll average 42. So we're going to be cold tonight compared to what we were the past few mornings. So a seasonal chill in the air. I do think some readings will be as low as 38 and some may be as warm as 46. I'll look for that to be the range. And you can pick out a destination on the map here according to where you are and maybe how your thermometer responds and correlates to what we give as far as our forecast. And we will see. I don't have anybody in the upper 30s tonight explicitly, but as I said, there's a lot of countryside out here between Alexandria, Pineville, and Leesville, south of NAC, all through these areas that we just don't have all the points there covered. But again, we have a whole lot. In fact, I think I gather about 90 temperature readings from across the area to establish these patterns. Now, look what happens for tomorrow's highs. This is 66 is our average or our typical. And we're going to be 76 is my guess for an average. So we're well above the average, so warmer than normal Saturday. And of course, we will see record high 83, not there. We're just going to be shy of that. It'll be a very comfortable day. The humidity will be low across central Louisiana. And of course, that will be the good news as well. Now, looking ahead, over the next several days, this is for today, we'll see post-frontal conditions here across central Louisiana. This is the front that came through last night. We're seeing, again, kind of a dry northwesterly flow aloft and at the surface, kind of bringing in dry air. And we're going to be between weather systems on Saturday. Here's one to the east of us, and we see energy gathering once again back off to the west of us. And eventually, the system to the east, of course, in this season in the northern hemisphere, it will move away from us. The system out west will start moving toward us and gathering its energy there. And that is probably going to give us a weather pattern for several days that next week that will be a little unsettled at times, I would say. So let's look at the details as far as a longer range forecast now. So the GFS model, this is the one that we're looking at right now. We'll try to cloud it up once again a little bit by the Saturday time frame. Right in here, these clouds, of course, coming in from the southwest. We'll start to see a little snow into the Rockies with energy coming through the Rockies associated with that west to east pattern of the weather system. Then as we go into next Wednesday, that's our next good rain chance. And I think that as this model is indicating, you see the convective line right in here. This is where the most intense part will be, and this is typical of model behavior or model simulation of convection. It seems to me to favor the dynamics a little bit much, and so that's why we're seeing more dynamics in this area, and that's why we're seeing the more intense convective line down here. It's kind of a whimper a little bit, but again, I still think that there will be enough energy in the atmosphere for probably a few thunderstorms right now. The storm predictions, they're not outlooking us, so they're keeping that threat to the north of us and to the northeast of us, closer to where the dynamics and the thermo combine for the higher severe weather potential there. Then going into the remainder of this, we see another little area of convection coming back. In fact, we can point out this is kind of the back edge of a little disturbance that's working through the southern plains and the southern Rockies at this time. And out ahead of it, we'll get rain, probably a few thunderstorms with that. And that will see an uptick in that for your Thursday evening into Friday, where we see it kind of move through and then quickly move on off to the east, followed probably by some clearing skies as we head into maybe next Saturday. So putting us all together, we call it the 7-day forecast. It's where all the dust settles. Look at that beautiful weekend. Now the temperature range will be pretty large, 42 to 76 Saturday, 43, 79 for Sunday. That's 30 plus degrees. And that's enough for what I call two seasons in one day. So in the mornings, sleeves will feel good, maybe even a little jacket. By noon, as we break 70 degrees, you're going to want to get rid of that jacket and put those short sleeves on. So it's going to be kind of like dressing like a little bit of winter early and then spring later on in the day. Sunny days and clear nights. Again, beautiful weekend. It's definitely an outdoors weekend. Monday, we start clouding it up a little bit in response to that energy trying to come in from the west. More clouds on Tuesday. Not much rain. I did cut it from 20 to 10%. It'll be breezy days Monday and Tuesday. We're indicating probably 25, 35 mile per hour gusts both days. Out west, we'll see that weather system as it moves eastward. The pressure gradient or difference will tighten and the wind will pick up those days. And in response to that, it'll be very warm. I'm forecasting a CenLA average of 81 degrees those days. Nights are warming up too, 62 Tuesday and 65 Wednesday, meaning more humidity, scattered showers, and a few thunderstorms on the southwest side of that convective line that I pointed out. A front will come through on Wednesday, and it will be noticeably cooler for Thursday and into Friday with lows in the 40s both mornings. We do have a rain chance on Thursday. A little less than Wednesday, though, but it comes back up as we head into, say, Thursday night and into Friday. Right now, a little conservative. I wanted to go 60% on Friday, but there's some model data not suggesting that the rain would be that high. So I went back with a 50-50. Could be some thunderstorms mixing in with that. All right, so the weather headline in the near term, certainly a beautiful weekend ahead. Enjoy it. And Nick Nicholson and I will be with you this weekend. We'll keep you updated.